My name is Damali Ssali and I welcome you to this episode of the Ideation Corner. The Ideation Corner is a space where ideas are discussed and dissected. And today I host Immy Julie Nakyeyune, who is the founder of Mkazipreneur, and she's going to tell us all about it. Immy, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Damali.
Hi.
Hi, viewers. Thank you for having me. My name is Immy Nakyeyune. I know Mugisha. I know Mugisha is my husband's name. I'm trying to get used to adding it my names all the time.
Because I didn't know she's fine.
Otherwise, I won't have where to sleep. So yeah, I founded Mkazipreneur in late 2018. It's a community platform and social enterprise that I started to provide programs, tools, and resources for women entrepreneurs to thrive.
So why did you think that there was a need for such a platform for women entrepreneurs?
The need.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long story, but I'll cut it short.
Okay.
So many years ago, there are not so many. Okay, so some years ago, they outsourced our department at work to expatriates. They laid off most people. Luckily, I survived with my colleagues. But imagine they fire your colleague on the right, on the left, at the back, and then you survive. It makes you start thinking outside the box. So
this could happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I started my first business then. It was a cleaning services company, and I gathered my friends that had businesses, the ladies. I was asking for tips. How do you do this? How do you register? How do you get money? How do you get loans? So we started like a team thing. We used to meet every month to share experiences,
lessons and experience and how to get a team.
Yes, yes. So we started 4 people, then before you know it, we were 8, then 12, then 16. Then many women in business were interested in joining our circle. So I sat down and thought, okay, this could really grow into something real, something impactful.
Yeah. I
did a research on how to register a social enterprise. Of course, registration of social enterprise is a bit funny now, but I went ahead and registered Mkazipreneur in the first quarter of 2019. By the time we got into COVID, we're actually doing real work.
Oh my goodness.
Because the women entrepreneurs needed our services. And here we are today.
Okay. So what kind of services do you offer to a female entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur?
It depends on what they want. When they join the community, we give them a survey sheet where they express what they need. Some need certain skills. For example, some come and they are selling jewelry, but they want to learn how to make the jewelry. Some come in when they're just shop attendants. They want to pivot into impactful businesses. So they tell you, I want you to skill me how to do makeup, do hair. Then some come in when their businesses don't have the right business processes. The businesses are not run in a formal way. Yeah. Some come in when they run away from URA. They don't want to understand what URA is.
They're like, no, I don't want to formalize because of URA.
Yes. So there are different needs when it comes to women entrepreneurship, and we are busy. We are doing the Lord's work. Okay, we are busy doing the Lord's work. Yes.
So if I'm a female entrepreneur right now who's listening to you, how do I say join Mkazipreneur?
Okay, so you can visit mkazipreneur.org, the website. When you get on there, you get assisted.
Okay.
All the answers are there. How to join the community, how to get in touch with the admin, how to get in touch with how to join the different programs that we are running, and stuff like that.
So you're offering these services for free?
Good question. So since we started in 2019, we've been lucky to get funding and partnerships. We've partnered with a number of players in the ecosystem, in the startup ecosystem, Innovation Village, Outbox. We've partnered with all of them to deliver a number of trainings. We've got funding from UN Women. We are currently concluding grant from USAID and ANDE. We've just signed a partnership with NSSF High Innovator still to skill women. So we've been delivering these services for free.
Okay.
For free, yeah, yes,
That's nice.
we've been doing this on pro bono basis, but with time, you know, we get these questions from funders. What are the plans on the sustainability of the organization? So with time, we shall start charging a small cost, because our work is really impactful work. We want to see growth among the women. We want to see their businesses reach a certain level. You know, we want a woman to grow from an annual turnover of 5 million to at least 50. You know, we want to see this growth. You know, the stats keep saying Uganda has a high number of women entrepreneurs, but when you
have the highest in the world, yes.
But when you dig deep down, the women, the businesses are not growing.
They stay micro.
They stay micro
for years.
For years,
yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
They just stay in that small comfort zone. They don't challenge themselves to go to SME status, you know, to go to annual turnover of over 200 million, 500 million. Yet they have the capability. If they have the right support, people to handhold them. I see you, Damali, doing it as well. I mean, if we give these women the right support, we are going to see the next Sudil being a woman. I believe so.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Quick question. So, what in your experience, what are the biggest gaps that women are looking at ensuring that we fill in terms of the skills?
To be honest, the biggest gap and what comes out most in the surveys is lack of money, lack of cheap capital.
And it's so funny. Everyone is doing everything but deal with that issue.
Yes. You know what's happening? Most women are not even comfortable walking into a banking hall.
Yeah, the building is scary, it's imposing, like, oh my God. I can't walk into that building.
And when they walk in, most women do not have collateral. Most women do not own pieces of land. Title. They don't have land titles. They don't have logbooks. Yes. So they cannot access these loans. And those that try to do so, they look at the interest rates and they're like,
can I afford it?
So that's the biggest challenge that I've seen among the women entrepreneurs. And in the Mkazipreneur community earlier this year, we started our own investment club. We currently have 74 registered women serving in there. By the end of the year, our target is to turn it into a circle, because by the time it takes its 90, we are not.
Then you're no longer.
Yes. So we believe in the Mkazi Invest. We called it Mkazi Invest.
Mkazi Invest.
Yes. You see how aggressive we are?
I love the name. I love when I say Mkazipreneur, I'm like, nice. This is speaking to me. So Mkazi Invest.
Mkazi Invest. Yes. So we hope in 2 years' time, the women in the community can actually make use of a circle to improve their, access to capital. They can borrow from the fund.
Because the circle then will be able to lend them at least some capital that they can pay back at a very low rate.
Exactly. So that's the journey that we're trying to take to address that gap. We've also, like I told you, Mkazipreneur continuously comes up with tools and resources that women entrepreneurs need to grow. We are currently also trying to get a license for our microfinance. If the microfinances that are around us are not addressing the problems of the women, and we understand the women in our community, how can we structure our microfinance in such a way that it addresses this need to the women, you know?
So is it that the microfinances are not really addressing those issues? What are they?
The microfinances,
because they always position themselves as, we microfinance are the ones who are helping women.
By the way, they do, and some women in the community are working with them. They've managed to get those that have collateral.
Again, microfinance requires collateral?
Yes.
That's just wrong.
Exactly.
I didn't know that they actually.
For me, I believe women
it defeats the purpose.
Exactly.
We don't have collateral.
for me, I believe women shouldn't even be asked for collateral.
Yes.
Women are the easiest people to pay back loans.
Actually, they are the lowest risk. They
And
usually pay
you know,
back.
they don't need a lot of money. They need micro loans. They need, a woman might need 300,000 to buy her stock, and within a week she'll return that 300. Exactly. They don't need a lot. It's
not
micro.
huge amounts of money.
It's not.
So for 300K, you want me to bring a land title, or the car
or
logo,
a phone,
and then you take her phone, and she needs her phone to do the business.
Exactly. So we are really struggling to recommend the women to some of these institutions. So
is that why you're also now thinking, you know what, Mkazipreneur, we're going to set up our microfinance?
Exactly. A microfinance that actually gives them what they need. You know.
But then are you also looking, when you talk about collateral and titles, a lot of young men also don't have titles.
They don't.
They don't.
True, they don't. It's now tough to buy land.
I know, it's very expensive.
Land is expensive.
So a lot of young men also don't have that. They're also locked out actually in terms of access to finance. Especially the young men.
That's true.
They can't access finance.
And yet we need to support entrepreneurs.
But you can't support entrepreneurs if you're not availing them that money to be entrepreneur with.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, Uganda has so many problems, and the entrepreneurs are coming up with these solutions to the problems. So if we don't support them to further these solutions to the problems in our community, then you're not making that leap, you know.
Yeah.
We are not.
Then you're not making that connection at all, actually. Yeah. So it's, and then also, and you touched the point about interest rates. If you look at the interest rates, and now like that lady, she needs 300K. Interest rates are 22%, or maybe she was to borrow more, but interest rates are 22%.
We shall not even talk about the money lenders. Theirs is constant. It doesn't.
And by the way, do you know the fastest growing industry is money lending?
It is.
They are making a lot of money,
apps.
But then also they are the ones who are not. They don't ask for collateral.
They just see the algorithm on your phone and. You know, we need to go. We need to go
that
there.
Yes. Because now you see the money lenders, we deride them, but they are the ones who are actually availing money without collateral.
Yes. And they're getting a big chunk.
Yes.
I think banks need to be challenged.
And they're more expensive than a bank loan. Actually,
yes,
because they're charging you 20% per day or per week or something. It's not.
Their interest rates are actually high.
They're very, very high.
I've seen Safaricom trying that model in Kenya. If MTN would wake up and do the same, it will kill the banks.
But you see, MTN they're providing those microloans on your phone. You can get a loan on your phone.
They're doing the more cash.
Yes.
But there is a way Safaricom is doing it now. There is a way. It's accessible to everyone, and it doesn't based on how much you've saved. You know, there is something about more cash that it does. For the Safaricom, you're a real borrower.
Oh, so you just
it's based on your on the phone.
Because I think more cash they start off with, I think they have a starting point that they will give you.
Yeah, there is something they attach
how much do they
it
start
to.
With 50K or something.
I haven't tried it, but I think Safaricom is getting there.
Okay, so maybe our local networks should borrow a leaf.
But I know MTN. I know MTN will. Yeah. I know it will in probably a few months' time. It has been an interesting journey. You know, we recently had the Mkazipreneur Impact Awards to recognize outstanding women entrepreneurs in Uganda. We received over 200 nominations. And we had to select top 3 for each category. We had 10 categories. But we had feedback from women that were saying, oh my God, no one has ever celebrated me.
Oh.
I've done this for so long. Yes. No one has ever even told me you're doing a good job.
Thank you, you're fantastic.
You know, we got this feedback. It was a tough project, but we slept with our hearts full.
You fulfilled.
Yes, we're like, wow, this has been a tough project. But at the end of the day, we saw these ladies celebrated, awarded, recognized, and it was a good project.
Wow.
For me, I believe if we handhold women entrepreneurs, we shall get them from here to here.
Yep.
If we give them the right business environment, if we handhold them, if we show them URA is not a bad person, the ladies can't participate in the procurement process if they do not have their things done in a proper way. Yes.
And they're not formalized because they're scared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are trying to make them understand, you know those bidding things, it's the men there. You people, women, you're not there because you're fearing to get your things in a proper way, you know. So I believe we've existed so far for 4 years. I believe in 10 years' time, we shall have success stories of women entrepreneurs that have benefited from Mkazipreneur. And I'll be the happiest person, and I'm looking forward to that day when I see the Sudils,
females.
I know. I look forward to that day.
So tell me more about the most recent awards of Mkazipreneur.
Okay, so we had 10 categories. We had the most innovative business award. We were awarding an entrepreneur who has put a number of aspects in an innovative way. You know, the past years we've had COVID.
Yes.
Businesses had to go online. Businesses had to make a few twitches in their businesses. So we wanted to look out for someone who has, in spite of the tough environment, made use of certain things to ensure that her business kept going. And the winner was Vision.
Was Vision?
Yes. There are 2 ladies that make specs. Initially, they made the specs from plastic. So over time, they've pivoted, put an African aspect. Yeah, their specs are unique and so beautiful.
Okay. I'll check them out.
You should check them out. Yeah. The second category was the most outstanding agricultural impact award. We looked at a woman who is happy to be a farmer and is using agriculture to grow as a person, to grow in terms of sales, inspiring in the aspect of agriculture and stuff like that. And we gave the award to Sandra Nabasirye. She's slave farmer.
Oh my God, that's what I thought.
I've
seen her. I see her on Twitter. I follow her on Twitter religiously.
Yes, very aggressive farmer. Then we had the category for most outstanding community and social impact. That was tough. That was a tough one.
Did you have many strong candidates?
Yes, it was that our judges really struggled to get that one, but we gave it to Eve Zalwango. Eve Zalwango of Fundi Women.
Yes, I know her.
Yes.
Oh, she totally deserves it.
She did. She does. So she trains women to be carpenters, to do that handiwork that men do.
With thought only men can do.
Yes. She's doing a very good job in that space. Then we gave an award for agriculture most outstanding environmental impact. We're looking out for a woman entrepreneur who is doing business, an entrepreneur, but addressing the environment needs. We awarded that to Sandra Asimwe. So she makes biodegradable products, say it toothbrushes, cups, plates.
Really?
Yes. And
biodegradable? From what products does she use? Because these are normally plastic.
She uses a number. She uses wood, she uses plastic. But when you look at her products, they're good quality, very beautiful, but yet they really don't impact the environment. You know?
Wow, that's interesting. I'll check out.
You check it out. Then we awarded the most outstanding women entrepreneur in the Central region. That went to Maxima Cementa.
Libera.
Of Libera. Then Northern region, it went to Sandra Letio of Pelere Group.
Okay, I don't know her.
She makes products out of shea butter and a number of oil, butter, oil for the hair, for the skin, out of shea butter.
Shea butter is good.
She has a number of branches and she does a lot of exports.
Okay.
She's
she
doing
exports out there?
Yes.
Okay.
She's doing a good job in the north. Then from the western region, we awarded Daphne Ampire. She does beekeeping, works blah 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 blah.
And she works with the communities.
Yes, she makes a number of products from
the
honey
bee.
and the bees and.
Because it's a whole industry apparently around. Because you can get wax, you can get face masks, you can
I didn't know.
beauty products.
I didn't know
so much stuff apart from, because we only think of bees with honey.
Honey, exactly.
But there's so much stuff around
so
it.
Much.
They make candles out of beeswax.
Yeah, she set up over 5 acres of land in the west, and she's doing a lot of work there.
Okay,
from beekeeping.
That's interesting.
Then which that's 10, right?
They're on 8.
They're 8.
I think so. But I'm amazed because I thought you were going to just mention 4.
From Eastern region, we awarded Naomi Brenda. She rears goats. So she mobilized women in her community to start collectively selling goat meat, goat milk, goat.
So will they slaughter the goats?
Yes. In her community, she set up a space where they collectively slaughter the goats, collectively gather the, collectively.
So they are selling goat meat. They're not selling the goat itself.
They do sell the goats. They do sell the live goats, the meat, the milk, the skins.
But
collectively, yes.
That's interesting.
It's called Kangole Goat Breeders.
And it's only women?
Yes, it's only women. It's only women. Then
is this the first time you've been awarded?
Yes, these were the first.
Amazing.
This was the first edition of the awards. But the impact, in fact, we want to document their stories so that we can encourage other women out there.
I'd love to have them in the Ideation Corner, so you know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That would be good. That would be massive. Yes.
Because I've tried Zalwango and Sandra.
Never Ssali.
Yes, I've tried to get in touch with them somehow. I don't know. Our schedules just couldn't work. But I've tried to get them on the Ideation Corner because I knew
it's good for us to
but the others I don't
stories.
have, and it would be great to have them. I always want to same thing. I want to shine that light on people who are having impact, women, because we struggle quite a bit to get. Everything we get, we kind of have to scratch and get.
We need to document their stories. We need to tell people out there. We need to show what these women are doing. Yeah. For example, the woman, Kangole Goat Breeders. She sent me videos of her work. Like, wow. This is incredible.
This is amazing.
Yes, this is good.
Because now they have a collective power to bargain,
sell.
Now they're able to sell in bulk. You can aggregate,
a big order.
So you have a bigger order to sell to. So that's just pure organizing.
Yeah.
But you had to take that initiative.
For me, I believe this community aspect needs to get back. We need to get back to the community
working
aspect.
as communities.
We can't
Instead of
alone.
You can't always work alone, individual, because then all of you are fighting for the same things. When you could all collectively consolidate, it's like you're working with 5 brains now instead of 1 brain working individually.
And that will also foster exportation. If people are working as a community, it's easier for them to improve their products, to make sure they are of good standard.
And they can meet the big orders.
Exactly.
Because our biggest problem is not a lack of markets, by the way. Our biggest problem is we being able to supply the markets with the quantity and quality they need. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So there are markets out there for our products. It's just we can't guarantee that I'll be able to supply you now. If someone wants to order from those goat farmers, say I want 100 goats a day. Can they deliver 100 goats a day?
Exactly.
Then they can't meet that order, so they can't take such a big order.
Exactly.
But if they expanded that and used that same model to become even more, they may be able to actually supply their 100 goats.
Absolutely. So the community aspect is the way to go.
Yeah.
In the community, there is networking in there. I've seen women that started with small businesses that are not impactful. They are now running real businesses in tech. They're doing agriculture. I have a lady who was selling Vaseline in a shop. She's now making agricultural silos, the ones they use to dry. And she has over 30 orders every week.
Every week?
Yes.
Wow. So she's been able to... So imagine now if those kind of women, we were talking about access to capital before, if she's able to access cheap finance.
Absolutely.
She'll be able to expand. She'll be able to grow, employ even more people. But she's grown, but maybe not at the same rate she could have grown or scaled if she had more money.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
So we really need to, kind of tackle that. But I'm glad that you did the awards. You just for us to know these women you know.
We definitely need to tell their story.
Yeah.
We are going to put them out there. Apart from giving them the awards, we want to share their story out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can also be examples for others, you know. So, you know, because now
Can be
imagine so Luango who decided I do this, but I'm going to train others. It's an inspiration.
Massive. Yes.
It's huge. Where now they can see.
It's if that said, you know, Immy, I've done this work for a long time,
And no one
has ever appreciated what I'm doing.
Oh no! So you know, so that lack of appreciation, like that.
And she also told me she has never got any sort of support or funding. She mentioned that to me.
She's doing everything.
Imagine.
Wow! And yet the impact she creates, you know, where she now teaches young girls, they know you can do this.
Young girls that have dropped out of school, the pregnant ones, you know,
whose lives she just totally changes and moves. So, what are there any other programs that you're doing?
Yes. Yeah. So, we are currently. I talked about the USAID Women Accelerator. It's ending this month, unfortunately, but we have the NSSF Innovator Women Accelerator coming up. I encourage women in business out there to go on NSSF Innovator website and register. They have a chance to win $20,000 at the end of the training. You know, easy money. Yes. So I call upon women entrepreneurs. Please go on there.
How do
or
they
you can
register?
visit.
How do they access it to register?
They have to go to the NSSFI Innovator website. Alternatively, they could reach out to Mkazipreneur.org.
Okay.
We have a team that can support them to get on there. But we also do have financial literacy classes, always running with the NSSF financial literacy section. Sorry. We did have a digital training class. Unfortunately, it ended, but they should look out for it. It will be coming back next year.
What was the training about?
How to use your phone to sell.
You
know, that asset.
There's a study that showed that women, almost 70 to 80% of women use their phones just to make phone calls. Yeah, they weren't using it for business. Even WhatsApp, they use it not for business. They use it for other things. I.e., hi, I'm here. Yeah, what are we going to eat? Oh, look at this beautiful dress. A higher percentage of men
are using those platforms.
Business.
Exactly. Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, people are selling stuff there. You just need to take a picture of it. You post it.
Yeah, then it's done.
Then start handling orders.
But apparently we as women, we're mostly using it for, you know, just, oh, hi, I'm slaying. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm eating food at this restaurant.
Yeah.
So we're not using it for business. So I'm glad that you actually have
we're trying to tell them, women, this is an asset. What you're holding is an asset. Yes, you can use it to sell. Yes. Trying to tell them, you have no job, you can go to downtown, buy a handbag at 30,000, put it on your phone, and sell it at 40,000.
Yeah. You made money.
Yeah,
instantly. All right. Any last things?
Well, I call upon partners, funders, well-wishers. Come work with us. It's fulfilling to do work that impacts the community. Damali, I've seen you doing work. I saw you donating books, you know. I look forward to seeing women coming up to support fellow women. This work of social enterprise doesn't pay at the start because we want to see change. Yeah. We want to see, personally, my vision is to reach over 2 million women entrepreneurs in 5 years' time, using different resources, different tools, different programs. For me, I want to see women entrepreneurship grow. I want to contribute to that growth in the long run. So I call upon well-wishers, please come join, come join the Lord's work. Come, let's do the Lord's work. It is fulfilling. You sleep peacefully. If I died today,
you be happy.
Yes, at least. I'll tell my Lord, you know what?
I did your work.
I've done something. I've really done something that I'm proud of. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Damali.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you heard it. Please do support Mkazipreneur. I'm sure if you have a sister, if you have a mother, if you have a daughter, if you have a niece, if you have a mother, every person has a mother, you should support Mkazipreneur. Thank you.